present my audience.
Hi, today my topic is should sex and violence be restricted on the television or in the movies? It is not a new notion since parents of every period raised this question. Today, visual of children watching television has been amplified, and particularly this increasing trend is seen in children less than 6 years. The harmful content presented in movies and dramas are spoiling their lives. Every television channel shows this type of content which is harmful for the children. If the parents are present near to their child, they can stop them to watch such programs, but if they are not present while kids are watching such a kind of content, then how they can be stopped it? Most of the videos, especially songs videos, have the content which is really harmful for children. For instance, Family Guy is a really popular show which was displayed on Cartoon Network after midnight, and the dialogues of this show were adult. Mostly of the movies and videos have women with the half-naked and explicit bodies. The producers and directors made these movies under the name of fashion varies. Such kind of content is not constructive for children. In early times, it was argued that shows having such kind of content as explicit characters should not be aired on television. With the passage of time and the modernization of the world, people are adjusted with the content, and now they seem tolerable for them. Men and women do not argue on them, and they feel good at it. They take such content lightly because they think it is the modern world, and this is necessity of the modern world, and they will have to watch and feel adjusted with such kind of content to meet with the race of modernization. On one side, television is a big source of entertainment today, and no one can deny its benefits and prominence. Despite of this, there are some shortcomings which are injurious for public and the nations. The content related to sex and violence affects lives of the young generation, and the television is becoming one of the source which is spoiling the lives of the young generation and takes them to the wrong ways. The effects of such kind of content are really dangerous and harmful for the people, especially for the children. One child under the adult age watches such content, his brain and feelings are influenced from such content. His brain is not mature yet, and he accepts all the content in a really fast pace. Specifically, when content relates to sex and violence, then his feelings for such acts argue him to do the same. These things takes him to the wrong way and distract him from the right path. He tries to fulfill his wishes, and for this purpose, he chooses different ways, and when he becomes mature, he becomes a criminal, and such crimes becoming a job for him. There is extensive viewing of the television shows which causes vulgar languages and the acts of the children. In early times, the situation was under hold and within grasp of elders, because they were some specific shows and channels which displayed with such vulgar content, and parents took this kid away from them. Now the situation becoming out of control, because if a person keeps away his children from a television show which he thinks that have an improper content, then what about the commercial and the internet medium? The mass communication and the electronic media become so fast and important. If a person does not let his child to use this media, then his child will find some other means to look for these medias. Ratio of crimes is increasing really fast today, and analysts think this contents as a root of the crimes committed by young generation, because these contents argue them and tell the producers to commit the crimes. violent and sexual content is harming our teen. Therefore, some measurements should be done on urgent basis. Governments are related authorized should take steps to prevent this cause. One thing is clear that such content is really harmful and injurious for the public, and the effects are hazardous. According to analysts, the only way is the public should protest against this content, and the only thing which can be done is to make champions against the producers and directors and the television runners who produce and display this content. The government should take laws to ban broadcasting of the contents which are vulgar. In 1988, many of the television shows were cancelled because no sponsor was ready to advertise these shows. The first show which was cancelled was Crimes of Passion 2. In this show, the content was violent, so that the sponsor refused to advertise this program. Therefore, if court and government makes laws to stop this vulgarity, then it will surely work. In this regard, parents can play an important role to stop the broadcasting of such content. What is more, pornography should be banned on a serious basis, and it is clear that its exposure to the teens and the adults is totally harmful. Significant penalties should be attached to laws which restrict the authorities to expose such content. There was a time when pornographic content was available in shops, but now every home become a pornographic shop, and it is just because of the internet. Now government should take some effective measurements to stop it. One of the measurements is that consumers should be charged what they want to watch. Consumers should subscribe only those channels which they want to watch. It should be on the consumer's choice that he can subscribe only those programs which they think are suitable for their teams. Groups like Parent Television Control and the American Family Association can play an important role in restricting the harmful advertisement and programs. After the above discussion, it can be concluded that the display of content related to sex and violence should be banned. The discussion and the research shows that the content is harmful for the people and especially for the young generation. In early times, the ratio of the young criminals was less than today. The young generation gets too much influence from this content, and the people take different unfair means to fulfill their wishes. These television shows argue people to vulgarity, and the parents of the young generation and the authorities should take some serious steps to stop these vulgarities. Thank you.